Hey, it's better to burn out than fade away. Cause at the end of it all, we all gonna turn to ashes. So while you still here, you gonna fade away or you gonna burn out? Cause if you fade away, somebody's sprinkling your ashes. But if you burn out, it was so many different ashes you were sprinkling along the way. You understand? Overstand. Let's get it, let's go. Famosa. What are you doing with the life force essence? Is you fading away? Are you gonna burn out? Think about this flame that we have within us. It's the essence of the phoenix. Get up, right back. Get up, right back. And do it right over, all over again. You understand what I'm saying? That esoteric flame. What are you feeding? The cauldron, the black cauldron, the fire that's within you. That's what's gonna keep you right, keep you burning. I was saying to myself, boy, if I would have caught this, if I catch this scene, maybe like 4-5 in the grand risings, or maybe at the rain, oh man, this would look perfect. I could shoot a little short medieval movie or some shit, the way this motherfucking scene looking. But we gonna stick to the motherfucking scene, cause when we on the scene, we will always be seen. You understand what I'm saying? You got that motherfucking glow, but you gotta feed it. You gotta respect it, honor it, protect it. You understand? Cause there's a lot of motherfuckers that wanna come around, you know, and kick sand in your fire, try to put your fire out. But if a motherfucker not bring you no firewood, then they're not obligated to even sit around and enjoy just the flames, the crackle, the ambers, none of the above, which is the fruits of your labor. You understand what I'm saying? Because this life force essence keep you warm, you know what I'm saying? And all endeavors, you know what I'm saying? Keep you financially warm, you know what I'm saying? Mentally warm, physically warm, you know, because when you're cold, hey, it's a cold world, boy, you know. When your motherfucking financial your statements coming in negative, your energy negative, your thoughts negative, you understand what I'm saying? You gotta go back to that black cauldron and see what you've been putting inside that motherfucker. Because what you feed it, this is World War III, psychological warfare. And you got one of the fucking greatest advantages compared to the rest of these motherfuckers because you respecting your life force essence. You saving that vigor, that vibrancy. You staying Viggy and Vibby at all means. You understand what I'm saying? And you mean what you say. And you don't even have to say what you mean because your energy speaks for it. It speaks for you. And they understand that. They understand that. But at the end of the day, you understand what I'm saying? They'll never cross the finish lines because they have yet to place their motherfucking fingers in front to start. The gossip will start. The slander will start. The hate will start. You know what I'm saying? The jealousy will start. The envy will start. And hey, I ain't even looking for you to run up my credit score, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, your 2 cents, I can either cash out, throw it in the wishing well, and wish you well. And a lot of these motherfuckers pay attention knowing that shit costing them. Not realizing like, yeah, that shit costing us too, but we paying attention to ourselves. That's the difference between them, thy, and thus. You know what I'm saying? They not adding nothing to their fires. They not adding nothing to your fires. They going around kicking dust in people's fires and hiding their feet. You understand what I'm saying? Only reason why you might see mud on us because we went through the mud. You see mud on them because they doing some backdoor shh. We don't live like that, you know. Us men love women and us, well, those women love us men. And You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. Respecting our life force essence, because everybody not out here doing that, man. They think they could just give it away. And you gotta think about it, and you gotta look at it like this, right? All right. God is like the rain, right? And the devil is like the drain. Not every day does it rain, but every day there's a motherfucking drain. You know what I'm saying? These manholes, they here every day. They on the streets permanently. But it don't rain every day. So you got to look at it like this. When God gives you that life force essence, he give you that guidance. You know what I'm saying? He give you a better and stronger connection and communication. Offer you his presence and protection. His spirit of discernment. There's no settling for that, because everything after that is great value. And you're going to be out here lost in the world. You know what I'm saying? Living in a world of fantasy. His back against the wall. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand tall, man. Feet planted, head up, chest out, see it through. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of motherfuckers that don't want to see you, you know. They don't want to see nothing like this going on. They don't want to see your engine, your auto spark still got that spank to it. You know what I'm saying? They want to see you like this. They want to turn their head and hopefully you're like this. They want to turn their head and hopefully you're like this. They want to turn their head and hopefully you ain't got nothing going on in your life. But see, when they see you like this, they don't like that. They see that fire in your motherfucking eyes. They feel it in your energy, and they can tell it's in your presence, in your essence, and they don't have it. Only time they fired up is when they got a goddamn Red Bull. You know what I'm saying? You are that bull. But you got to realize God has to have that red cloth. Got to have that bandana, that flag, because the devil want it. And if the devil get it, he going to have you going over here and over there and over there and over there. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got your firewood stocked up and you burning right, you good, you go out. You understand what I'm saying? You don't gotta go out to get the fire started. You don't gotta collect the firewood. The firewood is the days that you don't count, but you making the days count. Don't count the days, make the days count. You understand what I'm saying? And it's all those situations, those trials and tribulations. You understand what I'm saying? Whether you had to learn something, because we get a thrill. It's so much pleasure that's received when we realize our pain has paved our way and gave us so many different tools. Because at the same time, we need tools and we need weapons. You understand what I'm saying? And these entities, they come in many different forms and fashions, variations, through the physical realm, the material realm, and the spectrum realm, the spirit realm. You understand what I'm saying? You got to make sure you got your drawbridge up at all times, because at the end of the day, nowadays ain't nobody coming through. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to come through for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to have a brief intermission, you know, because the same way this fire looking, you got to keep it, you know, keep it viggy and keep it vibby, baby. Keep the fire going. You know what I'm saying? A DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Y'all give me a little second. Give me a little second. See, this fire here is to burn through your impurities, through your iniquities. You understand what I'm saying? This fire is to burn all of those spiritual cords, all of those soul ties, to remove those Jezebels, those succubus out of your energy. You understand what I'm saying? See, celibacy, semen retention, brahmachari is just another form of alchemy. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you got a fever or you sick, which is a body ailment, it's best to take it in a hot bath than a cold bath because you need the heat to alleviate, you know what I'm saying, and to burn off those toxicities from within, to burn off those deficiencies from within. You understand what I'm saying? And hey, don't worry about the fire, baby. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. We're gonna keep going, bitch. Can't put us out. We're gonna keep going, bitch. So yeah, man, the exterior is very much important, but the interior is everything, because everything, whichever you put inside the black cauldron, aka your gates, your portals, your eyes, your mind, the self-talk, is all going to depend on if you have a fire or not, if the fire even lasts. You know, when everybody think the fire out, the fire gone, watch what the fire do, because it's eternal. You understand what I'm saying? But when you constantly giving away your life force essence, that's like going to the Olympics and you're like, what the fuck wrong with the torch? That bitch on E. You hear me? You gotta stay strong with the self-talk. You know, staying with the Most High, His guidance, His communication and connection, His protection and presence, His words of wisdom. You understand what I'm saying? And they come through subtle signs, not only through out of a book, but if you pay attention to what's going on around you. It ain't gonna cost you as long as you pay attention. I want you to take the spirit of vengeance and turn that into fuel so you could dwell within the spirit of success and open up more abundance. Because those who try to burn others down, burn themselves down in the long run. But when you building a motherfucking dynasty and you building a building, everybody want to figure and wonder how it happened. But they was the same one throwing bricks. So I guess that was rhetorical. See, I like playing baseball too. I'll hit you in the head with a motherfucking brick too, bitch. But why go back and forth? That's like tongue wrestling. I'm not about to go back and forth with you. What my energy said is, it is what it is. What I say it is what it is. And with this testosterone and this presence and this essence, it speak volumes. And it speak volumes like a motherfucking monster truck. You understand? On the goddamn train set. I'm talking about a toy train. The toy trains. But I'm talking about a real loud monster set on that motherfucker. That's how energy come through, because in this realm of reality, well, nowadays it's all about the female feminism, and they trying to lower testosterone through the food, the medicines, the drugs, the airways, you know what I'm saying, the frequencies, the ideologies, whatever the isms of the CIA planting in motherfucking minds and programming, all these different programs. You know, they want it to where testosterone is not where it's supposed to be. So we are being hunted. We are being marked and targeted. Rather not, you're on their side or not. You having high levels of testosterone is not what they seek to exist in this realm of reality. Not this era. You see that flag they got? You see all these transformers? Come on, man. We're in the era of human transitioning, transhumanism. And being masculine is something that they all wanted to cancel. They took out Patrice O'Neal. They took out goddamn Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want that masculine. They don't want that masculinity. They don't want that testosterone. They don't want those principalities to be all in the black cauldron bubbling. That's an antidote they can't swallow. To them, that's poison. To us, it's medicine. You understand what I'm saying? Huh. Give me one more hoorah. I'll be right back. Right back. you gonna use your firewood for? To fuel your passions and your dreams and your life, or to fuel her horniness, you know what I'm saying? Her lust, her temptations. What are you gonna utilize your fuel for, your wood for, your fire? Because the whole time, if she wasn't sent from the Most High, just like the rest of the haters, like your boss, your manager, motherfuckers at the gym, they want to do this all day. You know what I'm saying? We ain't letting nobody kick no motherfucking sand in our fire. They ain't gonna be bringing us no motherfucking firewood. You heard me? One more now, one more. Yeah, though. We back up in it, bitch. I know y'all like Vibo, you straight blood. Yeah, I'm on a 3-day fast. Tomorrow it will be a 4-day fast. And I only been having honey, cloves, and maybe like 2 cups of water, bro. I ain't even been drinking that much water. But I've been drinking the moisture through the air. I've been back on my breatharian mode. You know, you're able to access these different capabilities, bro, when you got the life force essence, when you got the varetas and the ojas. The varetas and the ojas is the stored pockets of energy. It's like when you watch those moments of anime and the nigga getting his ass smashed and all the thoughts in his motherfucking mind coming back to him. And that give him the power to just come back and clutch on some Kobe shit, 4/4 shit, 3 seconds on the fucking clock type shit. Fucking 4-pointer type shit. Half the court type shit. The fuck? Game over. Game won. You know what I'm saying? And the losers gonna talk shit because they the flies. So what's in their mouth? Shit. The fuck you expect? You know what I'm saying? Like, I love when a motherfucker throw salt on my name, bitch. That just make the season pop. You know what I'm saying? As a grown man, I don't know why you got another man meat pistol in your mouth. And I don't know as a grown man why you jealous of another man, because that's a female trait. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's before they started getting these operations and shit, and these Dr. Miami started going crazy and ham, they always was transgenders. It's a bunch of bitch ass niggas out here. A bunch of hating ass hoes with they bitch ass nigga ways. You know what I'm saying? So we stay out they motherfucking ways. You understand what I'm saying? But they see that, hey, They like the one ways and shit, bro. They like the side streets and shit. Our volume is so thick, aura so strong, presence so righteous. It's the highway type of energy. You understand what I'm saying? When we come in the atmosphere, whether if you've been working out or not, but you've been saving your life force essence, bro, you come in with the same velocity and energy and wind like a motherfucker on the highway. They not saving their life force essence, so it's like riding down the side streets and shit. You ain't catching that much wind, and you ain't getting the greatest of views. You understand what I'm saying? Because their perspectives is low. They dwelling in the places of darkness. You stepping into the pages of righteousness. It's a new chapter for you. So this book right here is called Enlightenment. You understand what I'm saying? And they will call you a spotlight stealer because the spotlight follow those who got the spot. And they mad because you come in a place and they were like, this is my place. This is my spot. This is my spot where I get my testosterone boost up. This is my spot, you know what I'm saying, where I go get my engines rev up. This is my spot where I could go indulge in lust and I could be an energy vampire. And you coming in this bitch purifying these motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? Think about all the motherfucking parasites and little fucking bugs and shit that was living in the woods that just got burnt. You know what I'm saying? That's all the hexes and curses and the witchcraft that's sent on your name that's getting removed from your spiritual cord, your soul ties. That's why you ain't been having any wet dreams lately, because your spiritual field Your spiritual aura and your spiritual energy itself has become enriched. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of feeding the negatives and the doubts, brief intermission. Quick commercial break. I told my mama one day, she was like, "Oh, I was worried about you, Tootie." I was like, "Mom, instead of using that energy to worry, use that energy to send me strength. I get your head right, or you could get your head knocked off. Which one? You feel me? Tighten up. You dig?" And they mad because you took it upon yourself to tighten up. Well, everybody else loosening up, you tightening up. Talking about something, you can hang loose with me. I love Hawaii. I miss you, baby. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we tightening up now. You know what I'm saying? It's the vibes, bitch. ADB. ADB. The last of a dying breed. You know what I'm saying? No Spider-Man shit, bitch. But you feel me? ADB, bitch. You see the pyramid, you see the triangle, mind, body, and soul. You understand what I'm saying? The last of a dying breed. Everything is synchronicity. Motherfuckers got all the pieces to their puzzle, but they not even putting them together. And they mad because you putting the pieces to your puzzle together. So everybody see, they not focused on themselves no more. Cause they like, hold on, you know, it's like everybody on their own timer, right? But let's be honest, the timer went off at the same time for all of us. Nah, it's a lot of motherfuckers that ain't even completing their puzzles, ain't even found their pieces, chewing on their pieces, trade their pieces, sold their pieces, all type of dumb shit. And you holding on to your pieces because you're not selling your body for money, for a place to stay, you know what I'm saying, just for some temporary lust, you know what I'm saying? You're not doing it to get a promotion at your job, you dig, or to get a car. None of this fugazi ass shit, you know what I'm saying? You taking the long way because easy come, easy go. It's a lot of motherfuckers that took shortcuts. That's why we never envy those who have more than us, nor less, because we don't know what they did to get it or what they had to do to lose it. So we are grateful for what we have and everything that we don't have. And this is this flame, this esoteric flame. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody realized that, hey, they lost the game already. A lot of motherfuckers was like, hey, I'm gonna get the biggest and the baddest truck. I'm gonna get the biggest and the baddest dump, the biggest and the baddest lowriders. I'm getting some spokes on my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the greatest looking dye, the brightest looking dye, and put it in my hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the biggest bat wings and put it on my eyelashes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm gonna get the biggest bag. I'm gonna be on Instagram and Facebook stunting and showing my money all the time. You know, I got most money than all these niggas. These niggas broke around me. Look how all these broke ass motherfuckers talking about all the riches they have in the realm that don't even dwell within them, and we have all the riches that dwell within us. You understand what I'm saying? The greatest currency and the number one currency on this realm of reality is motherfucking energy, nigga. It ain't about no status, no cars, clothes, hoes, who you know, what you know, none of that shit. If you know God, nigga, you know who you need to know and what you need to know. If you know the devil and his little pawns and shit, then you got to be middleman for the rest of your life. When you go to God, you go to the source. Look at this, your fucking flame getting brighter. You know what I'm saying? They thought you was going to go out. You still burning, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of motherfuckers that try to put you out. You still burning, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers won't come at you. It's the same motherfuckers trying to come and check you. Bitch, use a bounty. Use a toilet paper. Use a roll of toilet paper. The trials and tribulations, the motherfuckers I've been facing is straight wood. Wood, bitch. Lumber. And this fire, and you think you gonna be... Look, man, it's a lot of people that think they competition, dog. They don't realize they are toilet paper. They are bounty napkins. You're not wood. You can't survive in the same type of fire I survive in. That's how this gold was melted, and it was formed into one of the greatest tools or the greatest weapons utilized by the Most High, the Creator, the Source. Because this vehicle is not only just for you, not just for me, it's for the world. It might be a baby girl, might be an old lady. You never know, man. If you ain't getting gang stalked and the situations ain't being propped and calculated, but if it's really going down in reality, you know, yeah. You need your life force essence for you. You need that fuel. You need that gas. This life force essence, this esoteric flame, this fire within your face is basically the crayons. And if you don't finish and complete the crayon book, and the Most High say turn in your crayon book, then, you know, don't complain throughout life while you got what you got. What you put in, you get out. What you get out, that's what you put in. But at the same time, remember the game is rigged. You understand what I'm saying? So move adjacent, move accordingly. And that is respecting your life force essence. Because a motherfucker will let you pour out your whole all, but never give you all of them, but nothing but pieces. And they expect for you to keep it whole with them. That's when they get the peace. I'm gone. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to enjoy the ambiance. Gotta feed them one more time before we get up out of here. Y'all hear the radiation weapons in the background? The leaf blowers in the background? Yeah, that's for me. That's for us. That's because they don't like what they see in this live audio and visual. But you can't stop the rain. And see, the higher your spirits is, the higher your vibration is, that's the higher you could burn these impurities off you. That's the less likely you will be getting sick. Mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Shit. You know, that's the less you gotta be like everybody else out here and become an energy vampire when you could become the energy. You understand what I'm saying? And then once you become the energy, you must protect the energy. Because the energy is for the Most High, but the devil wanted for himself. See, the devil do not have creativity. The devil only have repetition. God, creativity belongs to God. The devil study us. You understand what I'm saying? So this fuel of creativity belongs for you and I and only the Most High, so that we could create the destiny that He has bestowed amongst us. Because if we give our creative juices, our life force essence, this ether of life, this elixir of life, this fountain of youth to the devil, then he can use that for his creations. Without this juice, he gets no creations, bro. The Jezebel, the succubus, the wet dreams, the pixels, they are all buckets for Satan, for the wicked, for the malevolent, for the witches and warlocks, for the evil side. These are they buckets. This phone, this is a black portal, this is a Skyrim mirror, this is fallen angel technology. And it all needs your life force essence. This fucking goddamn cell phone was made from the body parts of one of the fallen soldiers. Somebody got kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that had the ether 9 had the richness in their body. And this world wants to take that richness from you and utilize it for its own purposes and own goods. And that ain't no good. Two more dumps and I'll be right back, y'all. Time to sip some water. Get hydrated. Stay a little hydrated. I ain't been drinking too much. Hey, shout out to the tribe, man. If you want to drop some on the cash, yeah, respect on the food. Hey, and respect to everybody that does look out on Cash App for food. You know. Hey, the next investment will be the solar crank hand panel, the hand crank radio with the solar panel on it, so I could stay charged up all day, and then I could drop as many drops as I want. But I'm about to start giving y'all something with a little bit of twist in it. You know, we about to up the meter of education and education and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So y'all rock with me, y'all vibe with me, y'all stick with me. But yes, man, this life force essence, the esoteric flame, you know, people could feel it when you come around, and they could sense it in your eyes. You know what I'm saying? And they could see by the way you operate, you move. They could tell by your structure, your posture. You understand what I'm saying? It got, you know, it got value in it. You know what I'm saying? You're not linked over. You're not bent up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you put that spoon in the fire, dog. The only one that's probably gonna last is the metal one, because the plastic one, it ain't gonna last. So you get a plastic fork and a plastic spoon, you can eat some shit out McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? For that type of temperature, when grandma or granny fix you a plate, or when the Most High fix you a plate, let it marinate. You need a real spoon. You know, that's when you get that silver spoon in your mouth, because you respecting your vehicle and your body that the Most High have gave you. Compared to when you with the devil, everything cheap, fast, and in a hurry, and a goddamn blur. I asked myself the other day, I said, damn, bro, why is it that these demons and devils and these motherfuckers who hate God refuse to go with his covenant and his status of life? You know what I'm saying? His lifestyle, his principalities. And I look at them and I say, why do they look all broken down and shit? Because they father was drugs and the devil and the wickedness. And all the twisted things they did, twisted their body and twisted all the youth and vigorous and vibrancy out of them. Because I walk down the street, and I'm not to say I'm the best looking dude in any of that, you know. But you can see who has life in them, bro. And then everybody looking like cigarettes out here. So they trying to ask you, nigga, because you look like the only blunt that's lit. So everybody either want to hit you. If they can't take a hit, they want to put your ass out. They want to ask you. You know what I'm saying? They want to nip you in the bud. Because when you're not allowing Satan, the devil, to utilize your fire to keep hell warm, then guess what? It get real cozy in heaven. You understand what I'm saying? When you're not allowing the devil to utilize your fires to keep hell warm, it get real cozy up in heaven. You understand what I'm saying? And then when it get real cozy up in heaven, everything way more comfortable in heaven, and then you can receive more accolades, more downloads, more upgrades, get your prayers answered faster. You understand what I'm saying? Have a stronger communication and connection with the Most High, which dwells within the male or the female, never outside of you. But if the inside of the body is clean, then light can shine throughout the whole body. You understand what I'm saying? But when you have in darkness of thoughts, darkness of toxic foods sludging through the body, and that's the less the light can shine throughout the body. When the light shines throughout the body, the demons are blinded. You see why motherfuckers turn their head when you look at them, they look off, or they squint their fucking eyes and shit like the sun on, like they just came walked outside and the sun been outside all day. But it's you, but it's me, but it's us, but it's I. You know what I'm saying? It's the gladiators and the gladiatress, the guys and the goddesses. Because they got to do all of these other different things. You understand what I'm saying? They sacrificing themselves in a toxic way. We sacrificing ourselves for self-preservation, removing the instant gratification. You understand what I'm saying? Removing the lust, removing all of the choices, chances, and changes that would not give us the upper echelons. You know what I'm saying? That would not give us the peace of mind. That would not give us the tranquility. You understand what I'm saying? Eating right, working out. You know what I'm saying? That's the perfect combination. And you on SR? Come on, man. Throw some more shit in the motherfucking fire. Start doing yoga. You know, start stretching more. You know, shit. Do something new. Because when you throw something new in the fire, then there's gonna be a new color in your aura field. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be a new spiritual weight. It's gonna thicken it. It's gonna be heavy. You know, I walk into places, I be feeling that spiritual pressure because they feel my spiritual pressure. So it's like they want to go G for G. They want to go tit for tat. They want to match energy with energy, but it's one person. It's one person. And I got my whole city or state locked down behind my energy. You got your whole city and state locked down behind your energy. They know you got the best energy in the city. And they might not like you, and they might like you, and they might fucking hate you, and they might love you. Because some people just respect a champion. And some people mad because they can't capitalize off you. That's their problem. Bitch, they got to go run their credit score up with the devil. What's going down? Because we're going to run our credit score up with the most high, and it's going up. It's up there and it's stuck there. You feel me? Now, I do want to go ahead, give me like 2 more bundles in that motherfucker. And I'd like to return to y'all in a minute. Uno más. This is dedication. This is determination. This is what's going to help keep the fire, hold its warmth, even when the embers and everything else is burnt out. This is what I call ojas and varetas, pockets of energy. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of oozing out your ooze and you giving away your energy, you got backed up stored energy all throughout your body, especially when you getting the body gains and you working out and your body's starting to expand. Now you're able to hold more magnetism and electricity. I'll be back. Alright. We go out. Now I know y'all probably like, damn, Vabo, B, you screw, you been eating blood? Like I said, I've been on a 3-day fast. Tomorrow I'm shooting for 4. I'm trying to shoot for 7 though. You know? So that's why I ain't been dropping too many videos, because I need my prana, I need my breath, I need my energy. So I ain't been putting no food substance inside my body. You know? Besides a little honey and cloves and shit like that. But I will be eating soon. I know y'all like, damn, Vabo, B, you looking a little slummy, B. Like, you look like a crackhead. You hear me? With his head cut off, B. Like a chicken with his head cut off, B. Shit. Right now, this is why I'm making part of this video, to break it down with y'all as well. I'm under heavy spiritual attack. Witches and shit. Warlocks and shit. Especially the region that I'm in. The state that I'm in. It's a lot of black magic. I've been under a lot of debt magic and shit, having to send a lot of attacks back to those. And then conversion and utilizing, alchemizing what I can utilize for myself. And that make me work out harder when I don't even want to work out. I haven't even been eating anything to work out. I just use that evilness that they sending me, and I transmute it. And you could utilize that through your life force essence. You understand what I'm saying? Once you master emotional intelligence, instead of burning out, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you could fade away or you could burn out. But I'm not going to give anybody that type of ultimatum. We just going to become the phoenix, right? So you could use that energy to burn up, to burn out, you know what I'm saying? On the workout, burn out, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker hating, talking shit. You know what? I was thinking about going to sleep. Nah, bitch, I'm about to stay up and work on this project. So by the time tomorrow come, you said I'll never get this shit done, bitch. It's gonna be done by tomorrow. And you thought it was gonna be in weeks due. You know what I'm saying? What motherfuckers do in years and months, you could get done in weeks and days. You know what I'm saying? Because you got this magnetism, this electricity, this velocity. You know what I'm saying? When you got this life force essence, you got more of a momentum and you got this energy build up on the snowball effect. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to keep that momentum going, dog. You're a heavy hitter now. You're not in the same class no more, bro. You could be 5'5", he could be 5'5". He could be 130, you could be 130. You on semen retention. I mean, all fighters be on semen retention. And just because you on semen retention ain't gonna change nothing. You know what I'm saying? But when y'all get weighed up, he gonna feel that weight. He gonna be like, man, I need to put some weight in my gloves. Yeah, cause he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He don't got that mass, you know, like they say, when the soul leave the body, it's like what, 25, 26, 28 grams leave or some shit. All right. When you saving your life force essence, I'm pretty sure you got like an extra couple little grams or something, dog. Oh God. Cause you know, I was walking past this little daycare center and I didn't even get the opportunity to walk in front or past it, but I'm walking down the street cause I'm on a hill. And one of the little kids was like, cause you're too strong. And the nigga was talking to me through telepathy, long range. I was like, damn. Cause you know, the kids are stronger. And that's why the old people stay with the kids, because the kids still got that youthfulness and that vigorness. Old people and kids can sense you more than a motherfucker around your age range because of the energy input and output. You understand what I'm saying? So kids and older people can sense your energy way more than someone around your caliber. But also the witches and the warlocks and the evil ones, those who want to use your goddamn life force essence, could pick up on your energy just as well. You understand what I'm saying? And through this practice, you have to work on your nin abilities, your ki, your chi, because your energy could be so strong, you can only focus on your energy, but you got to be able to have ki ability, ki senses, because some people don't have ki senses, and I noticed that on semen retention. Like, I was working at this job one day, and I met a dude that was on semen retention, but he couldn't tell I was on semen retention. You know what I'm saying? Because he was so indulged in his energy. But I'm pretty sure he was like, yeah, this nigga ain't no bitch, but he ain't really pick up on it. And I picked up on it, and I was like, my instincts went off like on some Dragon Ball Z shit, you feel me? And I was like, damn, somebody strong around this bitch. And he came in that bitch, and I was like, damn, dog, this was like the only masculine motherfucker I seen the whole month. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else just was a man in a male in a man body, but shit, this was real testosterone, real masculinity. Besides me being behind the counter, I'd be accountable for that. This life force essence, man, like I said, dog, I'm fasting because I'm dealing with a lot of black magic, debt magic, witches and warlocks, and the whole little city and state I'm in on some dick sucking shit. And my name on everybody Amber Alert wherever I go. So, you know, I gotta fast, burn some of these impurities off, burn some of this debt magic, burn some of this black magic. You know what I'm saying? They trying to put curses on my finances and shit like that. Like, I was working at one of these gigs, and I was supposed to be working 7 hours, but I only worked 2 because the lady didn't want me to work that no more. And it wasn't because I was disturbing them or none of that shit, just because of my energy. And every time they would try to do witchcraft behind my back, nigga, I would turn around, and they would be like, how would you be able to turn around, bro? You got to be, and the managers and the people and the higher ups and shit, they didn't like that shit. They was like, how the fuck He's under us in their eyes, but he got more spiritual energy. His energy is blocking my witchcraft, my Wicca, my magic. I don't like that. Get him the fuck out of here. So she gonna say, yeah, you gonna go broke. Woo. And she whispering that under her breath, like I don't hear it. And I was like, oh, this bitch casting spells, because your words cast spells. And I was like, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. If I go broke, then bitch, you're gonna be broken. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I wish nobody no harm. Even my enemies, I just wish them, I hope they get better. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's like I said, bro. I was supposed to work 7 hours. But she only wanted me to work 2 because I was doing the job so good, and my energy wasn't in the fragment that they wanted it to be in, because they was energy vampires as well. So my energy wasn't in the depressed, sad, schizophrenia, mad, anger type of energy that they wanted to absorb, because energy vampires love to drink adrenaline more than a peace of mind. If you got a peace of mind and tranquility, that shit like kryptonite to them. They don't like that shit. So I had a fucking pocket full of kryptonite for that bitch. She didn't want me at the job. So instead of working 7 hours, I only worked 2. Got paid, what, $40, $60? Compared to I was going to get paid $156. And as I'm walking off the shift, she going to say, yeah, you're going to go broke. And I was like, this bitch trying to cast a spell on me. And I said, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. You know what I'm saying? It's the evilness, bro. It's the wickedness out here. Even if you realize if you are or you're not under spiritual attack, ain't nothing wrong with having several layers of protection. You know what I'm saying? Because we living in a realm of reality, bro, that I realized all that. I noticed this shit as a child, but I noticed it even more. That motherfuckers don't like to see a motherfucker happy, bro. Like, I was watching this video on Instagram, and it was this tall white girl, and she was nice. She was decent, you know. Decent. She was like a basketball tall, and she was in, like, I think this airplane or this pilot type of outfit in the airport, and she was looking saucy as a bitch. You saw her glow and everything, and everybody that didn't have the glow, they was all a bunch of haters, bro. So anybody that don't have the glow is automatically a hater. Only a few people are not a hater, and they may come give you your recognition, and they may not. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we never needed no validation on this lifestyle, and that's what they hate, because we valid. Blue checked all, bitch. And we trying to get the green check with some blue faces, you know? So yeah, man, you got to make sure your black cauldron, you feed your fire the right substance. Because like I said, man, you could feed it wet fire, you could feed it wet firewood, it'll put it out. You know what I'm saying? You could feed it some old shit. You don't want to smell that old ass fire. You want to throw some herbs and throw all different type of things in your fire so it can smell good and burn off, because it's going to be building up your spirit as well. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to be no chatty patty, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe, man. The esoteric flame, the black cauldron, the auto spark, life force essence, the elixir, the fountain of youth, staying vigorous and vibrant. You understand what I'm saying? And respecting the power that the Most High has dwelt within us. Because abstinence, that's God's job. You know what I'm saying? That's a God attribute. Releasing, that's the devil attribute, especially if you're not releasing to bring in another god or goddess. That's the devil attributes. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to stay away from his incantations and his wickedness and his ways of living, and practicing your life force essence and holding it, respecting it, and feeding the body the things of substance is the way of the God body. Oasis. Peace and prosperity.